Welcome back here to the Iona Insider pregame show. John Snicker here with head coach Billi Godsey once again. Coach, you guys are 10-0 in MAC play. Your most recent win coming against St. Peter's, 66-54. What were your thoughts on that win?
I thought that it was a little bit of a dull game, lacking energy on both sides. Obviously happy to get a win in conference and at home against St. Peter's and kind of finish that sweep against them. So a little bit of an interesting game, but, glad that we were able to make it through.
Offensive rebounding was a thing that you really keyed on going into the game, and you prevented that. Only 7 offensive rebounds for the Peacocks. What did the team do against St. Peter's that maybe they didn't do against other teams?
I think we focused on it a little bit more, on boxing out and finding someone to get a body on as soon as a shot went up. I don't think it's been in the forefront of our mind a ton, and I think the girls really keyed in on it, and you could hear them talking about it. So I'm really just making it a focal point for the game.
Now we've reached the midway point of conference play. You're 10-0, you're perfect now. But if you were to grade your team on a scale of 1 to 10 as to where they're playing compared to what they're capable of, what would you give them as a grade?
Oh, that's a tough question. I'd say we're somewhere around a 7, honestly. I think offensively, when we run in transition, we're really, really good. I think in the half-court set, we need to tighten some things up. We need to set better screens and help each other get open a little bit better. And I think where we really bring ourselves down is the defensive side of the ball. Really want to see us step up and guard the person in front of us individually to help our team defense become a little bit better.
What do you need to do on that team defensive side to maybe just amp it up just a little bit?
I think we need to make sure we keep the person in front of us with the ball and really not have to rotate out as much if we take a little bit more pride in our one-on-one defense. And then obviously a big thing for us this year is the ball going inside and us really not defending the paint extremely well. So we're going to need to tweak some things a little bit to make it a little bit easier for us to stop the other post presence since we are really small comparative to everyone else in the league.
We've reached the midway point of the MAC play, and Aaliyah Robson has stepped up of late. Is there another player you're maybe looking to step up in the later part of the season to give you an extra spark heading into the tournament?
Absolutely, and whoever it is, we'll be happy with. Each of the kids off the bench can do so much for us. Cassie is a great shooter. She's in a little bit of a funk right now. Christina Rubin's a great shooter, athletic kid who can defend, and both of them are still struggling to find their rhythm a little bit. Both young kids, sophomores. So anybody who is ready to step up, Spencer Gray, to kind of give us a blow at the point guard spot and really run the show. We'll go with whoever it is on any given night, but we're hoping that each of them can contribute no matter what the minutes are.
A trend this year has been able to close out games very well. Just look at the last game against Fairfield. You guys were trailing the whole entire game, but you pulled it out in the last minute, a 9-0 run. Is there ever a sense of calm for you at the bench at the end of a game, knowing that your team's been able to close out wins, whether it be on the free throw line or good defense? Is there ever a sense of calm coming over you to be like, okay, we can pull this one out, we got this?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, we're pretty confident in the girls and the way that they play, and especially the way they close out games and how well we're shooting from the free throw line. You hope it doesn't get to that point, but we're pretty confident with this group, and they get excited and like to thrive in those moments. So we're pretty at ease going into the end of the game, to knowing that they're going to work as hard as they can to come out on top.
Now, Tamika Martinez is always going to get the last shot if she's open. That's always going to be the case. But if you were to ever have to have a backup plan as to who maybe your Robin to her Batman would be, do you have any idea who that player would be at this point?
I think it'll depend on the opponent and what the matchups are against whatever opponent it is. But, obviously Joy Adams is huge for us. We can go to her and have confidence that she can knock down a shot. And then, obviously, Leah Robinson off the bench as well, if she's in the game, can do a lot for us. But, each one of the kids brings something different. So depending upon who we're playing and who's matched up to one of them, you can see if, somebody else can knock down a shot for us.
And I mentioned today's game against Fairfield. It's a big game, but Fairfield coming off a great win at Quinnipiac. And Iona, as we mentioned before, they pulled out the win at Webster Bank Arena. It was really a gutsy win there. What are you looking for to maybe change in this go-around to maybe control the tempo a little bit more than last game?
I think that's it right there, that they played with a lot of confidence at home, and they really controlled the tempo for 95% of the game. So we're going to have to come out with more energy, ready to go right away and ready to push in transition. They really made us play in the half-court set a ton at their place, and we really need to look to defend a lot better so we can get the defensive rebound and really look to go to get into our rhythm. And then once we get into the half-court set, knock down some shots more than we did up there. We were out of it to start and not really hitting shots right away. So, again, our transition is what makes us go. And if we can get into that, I think it gives us a little bit more confidence when they do slow us down a little bit, which they're extremely capable of, and able to knock down shots in the half-court set.
Is there any thought of maybe putting on a press this game to maybe try and speed up the game a little bit? Because Felicia DeCruz handles the point guard spot. If you maybe deny her the ball off the inbound, is that maybe an idea of maybe putting on a little bit of a press, maybe not full court, but just some ball pressure to maybe speed them up?
Yeah, we'll do similar to what we did there, where we picked her up full court instead of doing a full team press, picking her up and trying to deny her the ball a little bit, and then we'll also bring up another guard to, pick up the ball as well to try to speed the game up a little bit. So, a few different things that we'll look at, but those are definitely some of the things that we'll try to, mix in tonight to get us going.
Casey Zinsky had a great first half against you guys. Second half, though, she toned it down a little bit. They didn't feed her the ball as much, and you guys did a better job defensively. Is there any other things you're going to switch around this game against her?
Really trying to focus on what we're supposed to do from the start. The game plan was to try to front her, to get her out of her rhythm, to really double her when she got the ball. And I don't think that we did that to start the game up there. We weren't as focused as we should have been, and then turned it around the second half to be able to do that. So, we've been talking about it. The post players have been talking about it. We have to go in with the mindset that this is how we're playing it, and we're going to do it from the beginning.
I asked Joy what she'd rank Casey Zinsky in the MAC in terms of big post players, and she put Casey Zinsky as a top 5. What would you rank Zinsky in the MAC?
Absolutely top 5. She's a great player. She's strong. She's crafty. She rebounds well. She shoots it well. She knows how to score, and she fights. It's a battle down there, for in the entire 40 minutes that she's in the game. So I would absolutely agree she's top 5.
All right, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you.